Hello, my name is Gabriel. On this channel, I'm Happy with Ascension. In this video, I want to tell you how to correct your genetic inheritance in the case that you start to feel weak, or you are shorter, or you are fat, or you start to decline as a genetic. Yeah, you have to think about us, humanity, as genetic lines. And unfortunately, some genetic lines will find the end in this life, yeah, which would bring a lot of shame to your ancestors because they went through world wars and they went through pain and suffering, and they survived the plague and the Spanish Inquisition and World War, and our forefathers, they had it hard and they really had it bad. And it's interesting that in this modern world where it's everything so easy, is it true that easy life creates weak people? Well, not in my case, because I have a good life and I'm not weak. I can do sports and I watch we are healthy. Let's say in my family, we are happy, healthy, and in our family, there is no case of genetic decline. But we don't eat fried and Coca-Cola and foods which are not good for the body, because everybody knows what's healthy. So in some cases, because you have to ask yourself, why are there handicapped children? Why are there handicapped people? What are we doing wrong? How did we manage to? Because when you look at animals, or when you look in the animal kingdom, how comes that there is no handicapped ape, there is no handicapped gorilla, I never saw a handicapped lion, I never saw a lion that was born without legs or blind. I never saw an orca without the tail. How come that people are born like that? Because there is something that we do wrong, and that is our nutrition. Because if you think about your genetic material, when you give these codes true, yeah, and you have to know something when you want to make a child, when you go to a doctor and this doctor is telling you need to try weekly for that child, that doctor is stupid. First of all, as a man, you need to cultivate your seeds for 2 months before you try for a child, because the little fishes, yeah, they need 2 months to grow up, to be strong, so that they can swim upstream. Did you know this? And before you try for a child, you need to detox, because if you're in your body is a lot of acid, and you smoke and you drink and you eat all, then is a lot of clogged up plague, and you eat dirty. That's all in your body. With that, your genetic material is getting weaker, not stronger. Do you think Coca-Cola helps to get stronger? But nobody wants to drink a lemon juice. Everybody likes Coca-Cola. Fast foods are full. I was telling one friend when I was passing by, you look at all these people at McDonald's, one day they're gonna call me up with cancer. And I'm gonna have a lot of work. It's not funny, it's hilarious actually. Because we think of ourselves so smart, but we can mess up the whole genetic line and pool and all the what's coming to, like, to not humanity, but some people can mess up their genetic lines, and they don't even care sometimes. Because sometimes what I notice, that I have to argue with people about what's healthy, what to do in life and what not to do in life. So God bless my family, we are all healthy and we don't have handicaps and we don't have no problems, and I don't wish that on no one. That's why this video, where you have to know. So in order for you to make your genetic material stronger, the best food is a plant-based food. Even in the Bible is written in the chapter 1.19, your food is the seeds, the greens, the fruits, and the vegetables of this planet. And in another book, which is an esoteric book, there was a writing that people were people was not enough the eggs and the cheese from the animals. They wanted to eat the animals as well, because like before was at one point people, when they lived together, they cherished the cow, they loved the cow. It was no point to eat the cow. Yeah, did you know that when you die the cow is crying for you? Do you think that cow wants to die for you without no appreciation? Did you know that a cow is running after the calf when the people come take the calf and they want to kill it? Running and crying after the calf. So people are unsatisfied. They just always want to consume, and it doesn't matter who they hurt. Because there is no compassion in most people, no love. Nature is mute. Nature is something that is to be exploited. Nature is something to be eaten. And that's wrong how some people see the world. So in order for you, so if you don't want to have a decline in your genetic line, my suggestion is to eat, even the science says it, that you need to eat genetic variety. You need to eat different type of seeds and greens and fruits and vegetables, but many type, so that you have a lot of different genetic codes. If you want to get yourself, if you want to be strong as a genetic material that you want to give further to your children, or you want to give something weak, maybe if you are weak enough, because when your body is polluted enough, your body will not make children. That's why when you go to a doctor and he doesn't tell you about detox, that's a stupid doctor. He doesn't tell you about cultivating your seeds, that's a stupid doctor. I mean, what kind of doctor is that who doesn't know the basics of the human body? If you eat too acidic, you scramble up, you mess up your genetic material. So in order for you to get it all, if you want to be healthy and pregnant and happy, you need to have a happy body. But for a happy body, you need certain type of chemical stuff. You need to have normal breathing is a deep breathing. When you breathe in a stomach, do you do that? Or are you anxious? You breathe in the upper part of your lungs. And with that, you give the signal to your brain that you are in anxiety, in fight or flight. When you don't work on yourself, the energy, where if you are in fear, you give fear further to your children. Yeah, the energetic, how you are energetically, you give it to your children. To That's how you make a child. How you are, even energetically, not just genetically, soul-wise. So work on yourself. The parents need to work on themselves if they don't want to have a weaker child. If you need help with this, look me up on Facebook. I wish you all the best. Good luck and take care.